today, guys, we're back at it again. Looking to see what's happening in the market. Pretty much, we had a lower wedge formation, which signal a reverse, which is basically a reverse signal, and we have had that reverse. And if you were following the previous videos, then you will see what's happening. So we're on the weekly time frame, right? So the reverse is in progress, right? Pretty much we are looking at this upswing potentially going at least here. That's what we're seeing, right? Again, generally speaking, when you're trading, you really should have a good picture of what is happening, right? So you see that the market has generally been in a very gentle but very choppy downswing, right? This is our lowest resistance point. Ultimately, I think we're gonna end up right here, right? But it's being very choppy as it goes down. Right, so we're now in a upswing. Again, you shouldn't trade unless you understand what is happening. If you don't understand what is happening, don't get in the trade, right? So, and that is what I'm trying to practice myself to do. We're not going to just open the market and you see something happening and you try to jump in it, right? Every trade should be a planned trade. If you're a scalper, even if you're a scalper, I mean, you have to have a system that you're working with, right? System we're working with is pretty much basically the breakout strategy. So we're looking for breakouts to happen, right? We have basically seen that let me see the market. I don't want to say it's in an upswing as yet, but certainly it has temporarily changed direction. So pretty much we were going across, as you can see right here. So we're just going across. It wasn't going up. We didn't have an uptrend or a downtrend. Right? Pretty much going across for quite some time. Right? So we're not sure if we're actually in an up. Well, I don't think we're in an uptrend, right? But it certainly has changed. It's not going across as we can see currently. So the resistance lines that we have drawn, it pretty much broke through this, right? Tested this point of resistance here, it has broken through. So the next place it's going is pretty much right here, right? And therefore we would be at this time looking for points of entry, right? So we could technically say, I mean, if you look on the MACD line in this is the I think the daily time frame, right? You see it's going straight across. We see it's not tightly intertwined, but keep in mind we're in the daily time frame, and so there was a lot. It was not tightly woven, but as I said, keep in mind we're on the, just like here, we're on the daily time frame, right? So once you get this type of tightness, then you know there's some type of move that's coming up, right? We normally look for the candles getting very compressed, so you didn't have that in this case. There's just a situation where it was trading in a channel, and on the bigger time frame, then you would have seen the wedge, and it has pretty much broken out of the wedge, right, which signifies a reversal. Okay, and so we are now looking for the market to be bullish, barring any news that's gonna cause it to go down, right? All right, when we move into the 1 hour time frame, then again you want to understand how the market is moving, right? To find out points of entry. All right, so the market is not going across. What I've seen, over the period that I've been trading, is that the breakout strategy seems to work pretty well when the market is going across and not necessarily going up or down, right? So this case is going across, and so what we have to look at in this case, I would want to see the pattern in which the market is moving. It's going in waves. I would want to draw pretty much trend lines to see the channel that this thing, or the points of resistance in terms of here. So if you touch here, what is happening, to see some sort of pattern. And then I would want to be making my entries, I would think, based on what is happening here, right? But we're gonna keep watching it, as I said before. Let us look at the 5 minutes, right? So it's a little bit choppy, really choppy. As you can see, it's really choppy. It's really not my style of trading right here. I don't like when it's that choppy, meaning you have a lot of wick on the candlesticks. That means your stops can get chewed up pretty easily, right? So if you're setting a stop loss, it can get chewed out real easy, right? So pretty much I kind of shy away from this candlestick here again. So if you were playing this for it to go up, and you set your stop loss, oh my, cut you up. You'll be mincemeat. Same thing here. So pretty much I don't like when you have this type of this candle, the wick is so high and the candlesticks, not good at all. So I'm kind of watching a little bit. Again, I do figure that the market is heading to the next point of resistance, which we had pointed out in the I think it was a daily time frame, right? And right, so that is what you have to look at. So if you're trading this, then I think we'll be concentrating pretty heavily on our ADX to see what is happening. But again, you have to be pretty careful, right? So we have to watch and make sure that see what the trend is, and if we can draw some points of resistance to see where the close and the tops right here and see what is happening. So once we get a good understanding of what is happening, and then we have to attempt to make a trade again. But you have to be, I like to use my indicators to tell me, listen, confirm when to trade, when to enter the trade, because you don't want noise to be happening, or there's a false signals happening in the market, and you set your thing to enter, and you'll be losing money before the candlestick actually goes in the direction that you want it to go in, right? Because if you see right here, if you're just playing it to go up and you go too early, as I said, you'll get hit out. Same thing here, so your indicators that you have to be conscious of when it works, when it doesn't work, what you need to do, right? In this case again, we would continue twinning the indicators, that's the ADX and the alligator indicator, meaning once the green line for the ADX is above everything, once it intersects and it goes above, then that's the time you are going to enter. So you would enter once this touches and it's going up, that's when you would enter, right? Same thing here, when it intersects, then that is telling you that's the time to enter, right? When to exit on an upswing, you don't want to be playing, you don't want to be trading bearish at any time. You don't want to be trading for a sell at any time. You always want to be trading for a bull candle, right? With a blue candle pretty much going up. Alright, so that gives you a higher probability that whatever is happening is going to be happening in your favor, because obviously you must trade in the direction that the market is heading. You never try, generally speaking, trade against a trend when you have it like that. If it's a cross, that's different, right? But generally speaking, it's always best for you. Once you have a upswing, a trend, or a downswing, trend going down, then you always trade in that direction, right? So, pretty much this trade is on the second move, right? You want to wait until you get something like this. You're at the start of the trend, or at the start of the move that you're going to enter. So, we're just going to watch it a little bit, just to make sure we're confirm what is happening. We're going to get our lines in place again, as I said, because you really want to confirm what is happening here, and just to get some understanding of what is happening, right? And you don't want to get choppy, but I'm not going to jump in at this time. I'm not gonna do that. You just want to ensure that whatever you're doing is planned and you're comfortable with it. Right now, I'm not all that comfortable based on my trading style. As my skill level increase, then maybe that will be so. But at this point, I'm not that comfortable as yet. Right? You can see the market. We're on the 5-minute chart, right? The market, it's just real choppy. Minor consolidation here. You're looking at the alligator. Alligator is telling you to enter here, right? The ADX is telling you enter a little bit after. So that's when it actually what's going on, right? Obviously, in this case, you would be watching your MACD's line now very carefully, right? So you're not treating it going down you're trading your MACD's line definitely going up, right? So in this case, the MACD's line would become very important as well when you're trying to get in on this trend going up. So you're not trading it going down, always trading it when it's going up, right? What we're gonna watch, as I said, it's the wicks. I'm never like when the wicks are so choppy. So yeah, wicks are long, and wicks tend to be nice and clean, and but hey, let us look at this thing, because obviously, as I said before, based on our analysts, it is heading here, right? So it has crossed all the points of resistance. So we look here, another point that crossed that. So looking at that yesterday. So it's pretty much heading at this, up to this, at least up to here. Right? We don't know if it's gonna, if it comes here and retests and goes up, then that's another thing. But the MACD's line is coming over that horizontal line right here, 0.009. So it's going up, right? I said before, it's a little bit choppy. It's the end of the month going into the start of the month. You have to be start off another month. You have to be pretty much careful what you're doing, right? In terms of trading, so you see the candles are not as clean as these candles. There are a lot of wicks. There is lots of wicks here, lots of wicks, right? So, but we're just going to look at it again at the end of the day, see the activity, see if we can see any type of pattern forming where we're comfortable to say, all right, listen, we can look for entry signal based on what is happening, and then we'll see what's happening. So as I said before, at this point we're just on the Euro USD. I mean, there may be other opportunities in other pairs, but at this time for a rookie, I do believe you should master at least one pair, and then you can branch out. When you have mastered one pair, you're basically mastering the principle, and you're honing your skill, right? And that's what we're here to do. So we're honing our skill, and once our skills are honed, meaning you're able to develop patience, wait until there's a proper setup based on the signals that you're using, execute your plan, know the point of entry, know when to exit, right? And you only plan the trades, and based on my style. As I said, for a scalper, they still use a system, right? But for my trades, most of the time, pretty much every trade that is generally, if it's done properly, it's going to be over 100 pips, right? Generally, in terms of the breakout strategy. Again, let us see what is happening. Markets seem to be in an upward trend. The breakout strategy tends to work very well when the market is going across, right? But it's now in an upward trend. So you have to know the strength of your strategies as well, and how to use it. But again, as I said, we're just gonna keep looking to see what's happening in the market, and if there is a trade that we're comfortable with going in, right? Because as I said, it's not everything that you see you run out. There will always an opportunity that will come up for you to trade, always, right? So you doesn't make sense. You run after everything. But that's it for now. Just giving a little update, and pretty much we'll see what's happening in the late evening, and we can make more sense out of this thing and see what patterns are forming, and then we'll make a decision to see if it's something we're gonna enter in. All right. So peace out. Subscribe to the channel. Share. Definitely turn on your notifications. All right. So take care, guys, and have a good day.